Good morning. Today, heading through Chicago via Kansas City via Oklahoma City. It's kind of a long drive, so I'm gonna break it down to 2 legs. I'm gonna just stay in Kansas City tonight. Apparently there's a barbecue there. That's not just considered the best barbecue in Kansas City, it's also in a gas station. Let me show you. Well, first of all, there's a burger place in Oklahoma City. It's supposed to be out of this world. Let's go. Before leaving Texas, one last stop at the Beaver. Let's put together a gift bag. Got everything. Goodbye, Beaver. I'm gonna feed my car first before feeding myself. So this is it. The most famous barbecue joint in Kansas City, Joe's Kansas City Barbecue. And it's also a gas station. So if there ever is a time where you're like, well, I'm starving, but I also need to gas up, this place solves all your problems. There's a long line though. Hopefully they're not out of some stuff. My original plan was to get here around 4:30, so there won't be that many people here. Obviously I failed. Right now it's about 7 o'clock. This place is packed inside, it's packed outside. I think for the sake of just being safe, I'm just gonna come back tomorrow, 11 a.m. when it first opens. Then meat will be fresh, be the first in line. I think that's a better idea. So for dinner, apparently there's another really good barbecue place nearby. Let's go check it out. Look at this. This feels like about 5 pounds of barbecue. I got 3 dishes. It feels like there's a lot of food in here. Whoa. Half a slab of ribs, brisket, burnt end burger, and apparently these are the best wings on this planet. That's what they said on their menu. So this is the other really renowned barbecue place in Kansas City. Now I haven't had barbecue since yesterday in Texas, so I'm really excited. When I used to live in Kansas City, I spent a summer here living and working. I'm ashamed to say, never tried barbecue in Kansas City. Whole summer, I think I was living in Gladstone. Never had a Kansas City barbecue. I told you guys, at one point in my life, I wasn't really interested in new foods. I mean, I like food, but I was just happy sticking with Steak and Shake and Olive Garden. Whoa, these smell so good. So good. So they've claimed these wings are the best in the world. I gotta tell you, they're not far off. These are transcendent. You know what's so amazing about this is it's saucy on the outside. So you wouldn't really think it, but it's got such a nice subtle crunch on the inside. This kind of tastes like Korean fried chicken. That sauce is so good. Sweet and tangy with just a perfect bite of heat. Oh, this chicken wing is amazing. And so is the sauce. Oh, that's so good. So good. Kansas City brisket. So they didn't really ask me what oh, sorry, and some burnt ends too. Look at this. Heck yeah. First of all, let me just say something. God, that ring is beautiful. And this brisket is pretty lean, it looks like, with a little sliver of fat on the outside. I just tried the burnt ends. Let me just take a bite of this first. The brisket is delicious. The burnt ends are on freaking unbelievable. These might be the best burnt ends I ever put in my mouth. And I've been eating a lot of burnt ends since I moved to Texas. The thing about these burnt ends is that they're not as tender as a lot of the ones you're gonna find in Texas. It's not gonna melt in your mouth as much, but the way it does break down, it's like every time you chew, you get such a great whiff of smoke. They didn't do anything to this. It's not candied or anything like that. And even though these are leaner pieces, so amazingly tender and breaks apart in your mouth upon the first chew. Wow. Unbelievable. 100% get that when you come here. Brisket is good, but it is a little dry. But that burnt end, wow. Oh, look at this. Woo, this is the burnt end sandwich. Look at this. They put 2 ginormous fatty pieces of burnt ends on top of a burger patty with jalapenos and pickles. Second burger of the day. How did I become so lucky? This is amazing. Here, the burnt ends just melt in your mouth. The burger patty has such a great char and texture. Let me just take a bite of this. Oh, burnt end's so good. They do that so well here. It's definitely asking for some barbecue sauce. Oh, it's such a good burger. The burger patty has a bit more of a chew. Combine that with the melty burnt ends. Oh, so happy with this. One last thing to try. These are the ribs. Look at that. Look at that pretty thing. Smoked perfectly. And look at it. Just dying to jump off the bone. Look how clean that is. Barbecue like this. Again, don't be rough with it. Gentle little kiss. It'll come apart. The rub is delicious. Gotta add some of this amazing sauce though. Fall off the bone meat, smoked, oh, so perfectly. And the sauce is so deliciously tangy. Oh, that was so perfect. Texas, of course, known for brisket. Kansas City is definitely known for their ribs. That made a bold statement. Wow. I don't know if you ever get that feeling when you eat something that's so good, your stomach, it just feels happy. Like, I'm not even saying it's like an emotion thing, you feel it in your stomach. Kind of like when you're on the top of a roller coaster, that excitement, butterflies in your stomach kind of feel. When I ate this, there's butterflies. See, originally, I wasn't even gonna come here. I was gonna go to Joe's and then leave early tomorrow morning. I'm so glad I did. See? The food god works in mysterious ways. All right, I'm gonna eat up and definitely need to go somewhere and grab a drink. Oh, this hotel looks kind of haunted. Yo, doesn't that look like the beginning of what could be a horror movie? Oh, fresh remote. I love it when hotels go to the trouble of going to the remote tree and picking a fresh remote. Wow, there's a seat, you know, just in case you want to stare at yourself eating your ribs. Earplugs? Oh, that's not a good sign. Vanity kit, makeup remover, mouthwash, toilet. Please tell me there's a fridge. Please tell me there's a fridge. Oh, yay! A little bit of leftover ribs. Wow. Ooh. Doesn't this lighting just matches the whole creepy feel of this hotel? Like, seriously, look at this. I'm just gonna turn on the lights, make this a little less creepy. And that was open when I came in, so I don't know what escaped out of that. Hey, another fresh remote. Oh, I'm just gonna keep the curtains open. And this will be a fun night to go for a jog. Burn off some of that barbecue. Woke up to this awesome thunderstorm. Whew. I missed this since living in the Midwest. This is perfect sleeping weather. I'm gonna go back to bed for a little bit more. thing's even creepy in the daytime. Hey, nobody here so far. Joe's Specials, brisket Diablo, spicy smoked pastrami. What? Spicy male fried jalapeno. Definitely getting that. Pulled pork, definitely getting that. Beef brisket, smoky Joe. There's so much I want. I've actually been here one time before. This was many years ago. I think while I was just moving to California at the time, I stopped by here. Didn't remember too much from that experience, so gotta try it again. So excited.
We'll bring it over the top.
Okay.
If I may.
Thank you so much. So much food. So excited. So excited. Ah, delicious sweet tea. Let me show you what I got. I got all their specialty sandwiches, the Z-Man, the smoking pig. I got some ribs. Only regret they were out of burnt ends today. So I am very sad about that. Otherwise, this is gonna be a feast for the ages. This is the brisket Diablo. Holy moly, how good does this look? Tender, juicy slices of brisket, glistening. The fat is juice is glistening. Even though today's cloudy and the sun's nowhere to be seen, still glistening. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that juicy, fatty pieces of smoked brisket. 100,000 billion to the 20,000th power times infinity. Recommend this. This pastrami is so far out of this world. Elon Musk will want to build a spaceship to go there. This pastrami has such a great chew. The fatty part just melts in your mouth. At the same time, the smoky flavor and the spicy sauce they put on here is just pummeling you. Out of this world delicious. I can't believe how good that is. This is one of the best sandwiches I had at any barbecue joint I've ever been to in my life. Ooh, look at this. Just look at how pretty this is. Look at this fat on this brisket. Oh, and everything is just so thin. I'm gonna just put some pickles on here for a little added crunch. Come here, baby. It's too good. Too good. This is the roast pig sandwich. Look at this. Wow. Couple of pickles on top. Look at this sandwich. Whew. It looks like fried pickles. It's fried pickles? Bacon, cheese, all sitting on top of a slab of pulled pork. Beauty pageant winner right here. Those weren't fried pickles. Even better. Fried jalapenos bringing on the heat. Pork. So tender and delicious. And you got all the textural elements here. A little crunch from the fried jalapenos, the bacon. And also I got the sauces you haven't tried yet. And they told me this is the spicy one. I feel like it's a little more sweet than spicy. Try this big one. Oh, so happy with this. You know what? Let me actually bring out some heat. Let's put some of my hot oil on this pulled pork. So glad I traveled this now. Oh, already so good. Even better with the hot oil. Final sandwich. This is the Z-Man. So this thing, brisket cheese onion rings. I just hit brisket on the second bite. Took a big chunk of that beautiful fatty brisket. And they do it really thin here in Kansas City. Brisket is sliced thin. You see the fat on there? Amazingly tender. Contrasts so beautifully with the onion rings. This is an amazing sandwich. My favorite is still the pastrami, but with the meat they're cooking up, you're not gonna get a bad sandwich here. Really looking forward to this. Ribs and brisket, and I'm especially looking forward to these ribs. This is Kansas City style ribs, and look at the smoke just steeping all the way to the middle of this rib. Look at that. Minimum effort to break these ribs apart. All that gray fat again, glistening, just teasing you, begging you to take a bite of it. Oh my God, oh my God. This is one of the few times in my life where I haven't actually even like taken a full bite of these ribs. My teeth just sunk in. I'm already telling you guys, this is gonna be an experience. Holy moly. Oh, What the heck? What the heck is up with this? I mean, what is it doing to me right now? Come here for the ribs. Look how easily the meat breaks apart just from a plastic fork. The smoky flavor of this pretty much makes your head explode. And as soon as this thing doesn't even touch your tongue, just touches your teeth, you know you're in for something special. Again, gentle kiss of the wave. The dry rub on here is exceptional. So much flavor, but really, the thing that's making this really amazing is how juicy. And I've been to a lot of ribs places where the ribs are not that juicy. They're tasty and they're tender, but they're not juicy. This is juicy. And it doesn't look like it could be juicy on the outside, but holy, it is hiding a geyser of fat in here. These might be the best ribs I ever had. They might just be. You don't really need to dip in any sauce. I mean, you could. The sauce is great. I just accidentally put ketchup on these amazing ribs. I would like to officially apologize to Joe, to rib lovers, and these ribs for desecrating it with ketchup. I didn't know. I got excited. I grabbed a random bottle. My excitement for the ribs, I totally forgot about the brisket. All right, these are way leaner than what I found inside my sandwich. And they're cut uber thin. This is not how brisket is in Texas. Texas brisket is super thick, usually pretty thick cut. This is very, very, very thin. You can almost see through this. That's delicious. It's not at all like Texas style brisket, which just, you know, way fattier, again, way thicker. But because these are cut super, super thin, even the lean briskets taste wonderfully tender. Oh, this is a nice fatty piece right here. But it's the smoke. that ties it all together. So happy with this. Glad I finally was able to come back and reaffirm how amazing this barbecue is. At a gas station, no less. I gotta get up and hit the road. I gotta be in Chicago by 7 p.m. So, Kansas City, I'll be back. I'll be back for more of them ribs. One thing I don't miss about being back in the Midwest is driving into thunderstorms. This is gonna be a huge, see all that over there? About to hit into all of that. This is kind of bringing back memories for me because I just passed Kirksville, Missouri, where I went to college, middle of nowhere. So this is where I used to live for the majority of my young life, around this area, here in Missouri. Just passed by Quincy, Illinois. That's where my parents' last restaurant was. So, yeah, okay. Nostalgic territory right now. Anyway, next stop in about 4 hours, Chicago. Oh, wow. Sanitation wipes, Mr. Chin. Gummy bears, sweet. Oh, now I can be all comfortable when I brush my teeth. This is a nice hotel. This is the Drake in Oak Brook. Anyway, made it to Chicago, dropped off all the stuff. So plan is gonna be, I'm leaving my car full of stuff here. Then tomorrow, heading back to New York, take care of some of the ramen restaurant stuff, and then I'm gonna come back here, and then the real adventure begins. All right, see you in the morning. Oh, that is good. Especially when I substitute Mike's hot oil as cooking oil, the taco actually bites back. Good morning, by the way. And like I mentioned in the beginning, this video is sponsored by HelloFresh. It's been almost 2 years now partnering with HelloFresh. Still get really excited when I see that box come in. So this time I had to choose from citrus pork tacos, white cheddar Wonder Burger, I'm gonna have that for lunch later, and cherry balsamic chicken. Usually for breakfast, I pick the fastest recipe because I'm starving in the morning. And typically you can get meals on the table in about 30 minutes or even 20 minutes with their quick and easy recipes. And I said this before and I'll stand by it, never had a single bad meal. And that makes sense because HelloFresh has more 5-star recipes than any other meal kit. Also, it's so customizable. Like, I hate going to the grocery store. I love it when I can just see my box. I know I got lunch, I got dinner coming in. All pre-portioned, so there's less prep time for me. There's less food waste. I told you guys, if I go to a grocery store, I can't control myself. I buy like a month worth of food. And then right before I leave, it's like a stuff in my face marathon. And that's never good when you're about to go on a trip. Also, it's back to school time. If you spend a lot of time prepping your meals, HelloFresh actually has solutions like egg bites for breakfast, salad kits nuggets, or even snacks for your kids like Annie's cheddar bunnies, or cinnamon rolls, or string cheese. I remember the first time I ever saw string cheese in like second grade. I just came from China. I thought people were eating sticks of chicken. Anyway, I highly endorse this meal kit. I love it. Like I said, I've been using it for over 2 years. I was subscribed to them before they even approached me for a partnership, so I can attest to how good this is. So if you want to give it a try, go to my link down below. Use my promo code CHEN14. You'll get 14 free meals across your first 5 HelloFresh boxes and free shipping. I'm gonna go make another taco, so thank you so much for watching. Until we eat again. See you later.